Hey, and welcome everyone to this new stream. Uh, this stream will be like a new thing that I will be doing daily, hopefully for 1 month at least. And it will be 1 hour of open source where I will find an open source issue, work on it live, and solve that issue together. So you can see it's something similar to coding together live. So yeah, today I will start with just let me change my screen. I will share my screen to show you like the first project that I am going to work on it, which is like an issue in the open source repository that will show. Okay, here it is. So to start with, open source is a website for finding open source people and recruiting them, which is getting back to the social experience of coding. And one of the projects that they are having here is open source AI, which is an extension that helps you to review code, write comment for your PR, write the PR description based on the change that you have and everything that you can having there. So for that, they are having like the documentation is open sourced, and I don't know why they don't have the GitHub repo here. Uh, okay, we don't have the GitHub repo. So they have the GitHub repo, which is like have couple of issues, pull request, and stuff that you can use and check how they have developed this, which is like totally open sourced and it's based on OpenAI endpoints API. To start with, one of the issues that I have recently assigned myself to was the view on open source button, which is like inconsistent with the views, and they have like a different edge cases for that. And for me, I have done that like okay, for open source, if you have seen any issue that here you would like to contribute to, you can just like go to that issue and read the description, check if anyone is taking it. If no one is taking it, you can just like go directly, and at the end of the issue just write dot take a comment, which is a very simple one, which is like will let you to have that. And one of the advices here that I might suggest you to check is to see if they have a contributing guide, or so you can like see what they are expecting from contributors and what you can have done from that. And yeah, so for this issue here, I have done something similar before. Yeah, I have written something similar before here. And at this, it's just like explaining the situation of that and writing. I have written it before as like helping someone that might take it, but like no one took it, or someone and did everything. So we can start with the expectation that we are having here. And okay, to see that in person, we can go here, right? A0M2 GitHub, GitHub. Okay. As you can see in the extension that the view on open source is under the unfollow here, and here in my own profile, it's on top of the like the description, which is like kind of odd and inconsistent between those kind of two styles. And I think like if you go with different profiles, which is uh, let's see, Nbug, if he has that, yeah, he had this kind of sponsor, and you can see that's under it, which is like here it's on top. And if you go to someone who doesn't have, yeah, what else that we here, if you have other profile, my personal profile without bio, that will have something different. Let's change and delete the bio to see what we have here, and we can refresh that, and that's awesome. We can have it here on top of the stuff that we are having, which is okay. But like when you edit the profile, That's not visible. You need to refresh to see that. Yeah. And if you go to the other people profile, you have that edge case, which is like in top. Okay. So for this, I think that the issue that we are having right now here basically is on personal profiles, which is like showing on top of that. And at the same time, we have a bit of inconsistent spaces between the location and area, but like I'm gonna check that right now. So, okay, where we will start? I will open my Visual Studio Code first. Which project is this? So this is like, yeah, I think this is the open source project. Yeah, this is the open source app project. I need to open the open source AI project, open source, which previously were called as browser extension. And here we have it. While we are waiting for that, I will just go. Okay, so to test on Rhino browser extension, there is like one way to do that, which is like you need to disable the extension that you're already having here so that you can run the one that you are having or you want to, because like you can either have the one that's it's well, you can have both of them. You can have the extension that is already installed and the one that you are already testing, but like if you have both of them installed or run, it will make an issue for you because it will have a conflict. And for this project, you need to go pick npm run. I think it was dev, and when you have the npm run dev, you will run the extension and you can see that it's already run. Then you can just like use the extension in the browser. When we will wait a little bit, if it didn't work, you will need to have. Okay, it's not working. And it's working right now. Okay, so since the extension is working right now, we can just like go back to the issue that we are having and we can check that. So first, I will follow like these expectations here. So I will check someone else's profile, GitHub. I will check this profile again to see what I mean. This is like under the follow, so okay, I will just like move forward. In my personal profile, let's check we are having here. You can see that this is like on top of the bio, but like I would prefer if I could have it under the bio here. So to do that, I think I already written some instruction. Yeah, so I will go back. And your own profile. Okay, we have this kind of selector. Let's check what kind of selector that I have already seen before. And the elements. Just like searching the selector that I have seen. I've chosen. And it's not there. Button is profile editable button. Okay. No, it's like the search is different. Okay. So this is like the search. This is the button that I could have the view on open source put on top of it, which could be a great solution for that. So you can have the full like UI inconsistent with like what you are doing. And to do that, we need to go to the code base, check view on open source. Is it like how it's written? And here we can have we see the button, and we can see that create HTML element. This is like the ID of the button, and this is where you are adding the button. Hmm. Let's check this. Or wait. No, I think this is like the class name for the button. Target blank real in HTML. But where do we add it? Okay. View on open source button. Here we are just like trying to find where we are having the logic that add that button on the screen to the screen. So I think that's it. Inject view on open source button, which like importing that button that we have already seen a few minutes ago. And just going to this is good. And here we are having the inject. And yeah, so we get the view on open source with the username. And here we get the editable area. And yeah, here we are having like that where it should add the button, which is like insert before. And here it's insert before this area. And in the logic that we are having here, just like let me check. Inserting it before this whole large area. And I think like this large area is constant with like the wall uh, profiles. I think you can find it as well in the others profile. Yeah, if it's working, so it just like it's everywhere. So yeah, I will go with this. And yeah, again, you see like this is like the text here and the stuff that you have inside it, but like it's not checking the buttons. Actually, for me, I would prefer to go with the buttons because like in this way you could like have the same form somehow with the whole uh, like all profiles. So here we have column and user following button. This is the whole layout. Or we could, yeah. See what I'm doing right now. I will get back to this one. Just have it under the information that we have here, which we can check. And what did I mention? Your own profile. Button, click edit, which is this one. And we can have it inserted before it. So okay, to do that, we can go to here. I will just like go with this direct way without having this kind of constant logic, and I will change constant logic, and I will change that later. So what we call it, edit profile button, edit profile button selector, because we are going to have the selector instead of the other stuff. So here we are getting the selector, and here we could go and check if that's available by having the query selector. And if it's available, that's cool. That's, as you can see right now, let me have that like this, close it. Yeah, as you can see right now, I profile is just like suggesting if the profile button exists, we can remove that stuff. But like, no, I will not remove that. If that exists, I will just like have this insert before logic. I could do have like better code right now, but like right now I'll just like go with this style, and we'll fix that later, hopefully. So here, as you can see, like I just checked if the edit on profile is available, and if that's available, I will have it before it. Otherwise, it will just like go with the normal logic. And here we can check the result right now. And it's not working. Okay, check why. If we get that here and go right, why we have the bad issues. Write that there and check edit profile button. It's clicking it, but what's not working? Insert before. View an open source button. Wait, why do you have to? Okay, I need to check the signature of this function. Insert before JavaScript, and here we can go with the Mozilla. And when you go to Mozilla, you can like check what's expecting in that. So here, the syntax is like the new node, which is like the one that we are already having. And here is the reference node. What does that do? The node before which new element is inserted. If this is null, then new node is inserted at the end of node child's nodes. Is not an optional parameter. You must explicitly node or null. Okay. It's like if I went with null, did it work? Because like it will insert it, but like it will insert it at the end of node's child nodes, which is basically okay. The own it's nodes child nodes. Okay, so it will be the one inside it. And if I didn't, if I use that, if I did that parameter, it will be before it. Okay, I need to refresh my life. Here we insert before new node is like being insert as a child of this node. The other way that you can do this is just like go with this, copy this stuff here, create element. Is this a function? It's a function. Okay. The other way that I can do it is have this logic, which will work, and instead of having any node, I will just like add text. Edit profile button, failed to execute, insert before node parameter 1 is not defined of node. Okay. Create text node. Here I'm just like going with text node that I will test and see how the result. And the node before the new node is to be inserted is not a child of this node. So I think like, okay, to do that, I need to go with the parent element. And here it is. So because like it will check the child of that node and it will be at the beginning of it if we have that, which is similar to the logic that we are having here. Okay. And by doing this, it should work right now. But edit profile button, edit profile button. Okay, so this is like working right now. And as you can see here, like we have different, like a little bit of different space between this one and this one. To check that, we could go with this button and this one. It's like, and this one. And we need to check the padding and spaces that we are having here, which is like mostly of in the classes. And here we could have that the m top is 2, and for the one that we are using we could see that the my is 4, and if we go with 2 it should have the similar constant like style that we are having here. And this kind of style that are being used here is like Tailwind style. If you are not familiar with it, you could just like go and check Tailwind CSS and see how it's working. But like basically just like you are writing in classes what the expected CSS, which is here like I think it's margin Y, which is like in the dimension, and here you have the style that you are having, which is like I think that let me check that. MY2 is 8 pixels or something like that. And the tailwind. Okay, this is the first version. We can check that later. So it's just like 0.5 RAM. And here you can see like what kind of classes that they are have and the number that they are having here. Okay, to move forward, we could do this here. Check if it's like uh, if we have the edit button, and if it's not, like we'll just move forward, which is like okay. And for this we need to change that to 2, and this is like the first stuff that we are having here, the first case, which is like your own profile case. But like, why did I open that? But like, what would happen if I have removed my bio, which is like one of the cases that we could encounter. We save that without the bio, then refresh it, and we will see where this stuff will be added. It's the same place, which is like perfect for us because like we are changing this edit profile. And if you are having bio without bio in your own profile, it will work. But like the other question would be, if it's not your like your own profile, if it's someone else's profile, how this will be visible to them, and what will happen for that. Okay, let's find someone profile without a bio. Hmm, how to find that? We need to check just like around down accounts here and there so we can find someone without a bio. Let's check Marcos. He he doesn't have the bio. Yeah, he doesn't have the bio. So here you can see like it's being added after the follow button, which is like I think it could be fine. I prefer to have it on top of that, which we could change that later. And if we go to check with someone with bio who is like BDG, we could see that it's the same and we have the same margin. But like I think the style changed a little bit between the normal one. Yeah, we have added something here. I'm not sure what is that right now. But like that could be fixed somehow. And we have the same like constant style here. And we can check someone with a follow button and sponsorship button. Yeah, we could see that it's here, but like something is broken here. Not sure if that's related to our plugin or not. It's just like disable it to check if it's from us. The button is disabled. We go back to here, refresh the page, and yeah, it's from the plugin that we are having. It just like broke that style, which is something that we could check and see why it's happening. Like for your own profile, that stuff is working, and for other profile here, what would happen if we just like go on the extension again, enable it? What if it was large? Okay, well, it went out of that. If it's large screen, it will be okay, but like on a small screen, it's broken. Okay, that's weird. But like that's okay for now. And yeah, I think that fix could just like do this on your profile each case, but to be sure about like what we need to have, what we had here, I need to check that on the spacing. So here Marcus is describing that we have an extra space between the follow and this, and just here is the production. We have like different space here, and here in the development I think we still have the different space here. The spacing is constant. He's telling that the reason is different behavior in the production and during development. In a production, I'm not sure if we. Two step, just go to with production version of open source, open new window, go to the same profile with development, and check the issue that we are having here. Summarize the spacing between review and open source buttons. Yeah, so just like the inconstant situation. And I think this is like having because like here in Marcus profile we don't have the bio, but like here we have the bio and the structure is kind of different. But like to summarize, higher precedence of a society. Then yeah, the suggestion is good, but like as I'm not sure if you could have that always because it will work for this one, but like it will not work for your own profile, which is like, why would I see my own profile on open source? I'm not sure, but like it would be great to have that. So your own profile will work, correct? Insert here, it's inserted before. Hmm. Could I have that? Yeah, so we'll just like go right now with this commits, just like go, create, mm, go to beta, create a new branch from it, which will be fix, view and open source. We will create that branch, we just like fix margin, reduced to 2, and yeah, we could just like do this one, and here fix, we could go with add your own profile each case, and you could just like have that here. You could have that case here, which is like working as what I expect, but like to count this done, I think I need to check the production, but like I will check that later. But like personally, I prefer to have the view on open source button as I mentioned on top of the unfollow, to have it like the first thing that the user would see after like someone profile instead of having it like after other stuff, and to distinguish it from other things. Mm, Here we could see that both of them are added at the same area, but like we have that profile on top of that, and we could check. This is like adding insert before it directly. We hmm. Do we have anything that for JavaScript that adds stuff at the beginning of uh, lookup prefix, insert before, first child? We could, yeah, we could check the first child and insert it before the first child. But like, what if we check append child? Here, append child is like adds a node at the end of the list. Do we have something that to add it at the beginning of the list? JavaScript. Insert a node at the head of linked. How can I append a node at the beginning of div? And here we could have insert. It will be go to insert before, I think. Yeah, you can use insert before with parents, first child as reference node. Okay, the first child will be the first. Okay, that's interesting. So the reference node should be edit parent node first child, and I think this should do the trick. It's working stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and here we have that view on open source at the beginning of the stuff that we are having, but like again, we are having an extra space here. Instead of having my2, we could have mb2. What if we remove all of this stuff? How this would be, yeah, how this would be if it was like, yeah, I think as he mentioned, um, here the view on open source, like why the spacing here gets removed? That's a bit odd. But like, yeah, I have reached what I want here. We check this one. It will be the same, but like we have something here that's broke the UI and it's broken as well. Okay, it's interesting for small screens. It shouldn't be that in this area. It should be like under those buttons. Okay, they have different style for small screens. But do we have any? Hmm. Wait. Yeah, so we are always adding it before the first child. Like the question that I would have is that they have this sponsor profile button that we could check if it's available. We need to add it before its parent. Or the name of the follow profile button, just user profile button. But like this will be changed if we did a follow. Yeah, it will be not visible. And we have user following container that include. But like, will we have the user profile button always? If we have that always, even if it's hidden, we could get that element, add something on, find the parent one, and add this button on top of the parent. And here we go. Yeah, we have it always. So we could go check parent, the parent of the parent, the parent of the parent, the parent. Okay, we could go to three parents on top of that and add the bottom there. Hmm. This is like the same structure for B.G. Okay, because he doesn't have the sponsor me stuff. Mm, we have the following profile, which is the same, and we have that, this, and yeah, at the end we have this flex order one, flex MD order none. Wait, do we have this? Yeah, we have this in two places. So what we could do is find the user profile button, this one, and human query selector. Here we have the user profile And then we could go. I think there was something in JavaScript that traversed to the top of the list. Um, I don't remember the name of that. Is it like the closest? JavaScript closest. Yeah, this is like the closest method of element traverse the element and its parents heading toward the document root until it finds the node that matches the specified. Okay, so this is the closest, which is like go top of that. So as you can see here, get element div3, which is like this one, and here it's just checking if it's like div2 and it will go to the div2. Okay, and I could go to this one and find the closest, which is like it will be this. Hmm, where I was doing that here. Closest. I will go to that, and by doing this, I will get the wall button area. Yeah, and it will work always in other people profiles. Wait, right. So yeah, I'm getting this area always. What I need to do right now is to insert something at the beginning of that area, which is insert before. And here we could get back to insert before because I forgot how it was working. Given already node exists in the document, insert before, moves it from current position to new position. Here we have the new node and we have the reference node, but like it will be at the end of them. If I want to get the top of them, I need to get the first child. To do that here, we get this element, which is, let's call it const button area. We are getting that. Here we can get that first child, which is what it is. Let's go to button area. Here, here, here. I think we should add it in this area after. Let me check. Let's go. Here is this one. If we add it here, yeah, I think that's good. Or we could move it down to the flex. No, the flex is like having it as a row and it will block stuff. Yeah, so having it here would be great. And flex column. Flex order one, flex MD order none. It will be at the beginning of them. And I don't think that could. Yeah. So then we need to, where is it? We need to get that closest, and then we need to add something after, before the first child. Let's do this in the code to see how stuff is happening for us. Why I have this, close that. So if we have the edit profile button, we will go with the edit profile. If not, we will go the button area, which is telling us object possibly null. So if it's not, add that. And then we could go insert something before it. And we have the first child. We'll insert the view on open source before the first child. The reason of doing that, as I mentioned before, is to have it focused for the person for the first time to see this stuff. And here we go. Yeah, this is awesome. And here we go and see that. Okay, that's great. We have just like something broken here. I'm not sure what's breaking here. Like, I think something related to the uh, yeah, here we have that similar to us, but like if I go to my own personal profile, it will be before the edit, which is awesome right now. And if we go without this stuff, we could still have it before the edit profile without the bio. That's awesome. For some reason, just like being removed when you have that stuff. And at the end, let's check someone without a bio who is with Marcos, and we have that it. Yeah, it's constant right now for the full stuff that we are having. But like, okay, they used Preact 3 fiber. That's interesting. I'll check that later. And and yeah, so we just like have the extra space here, and we have breaking space somewhere else. I'm not sure what's breaking that directly. Mm, next hub. Here, the stuff that we are having, and here is our button. I think the my should be MB, and should does the padding affect that? Like, yeah, I think this is like the my. If we moved it to MB, which is like button, because like we are adding stuff before, and everything else is down of the what we are having, it will solve the issue. And here we are having it, but like we broke some stuff, so we need to run the extension again. I don't think I need to run that. Okay, whatever. And I don't think that I needed to run that because like this is running for the login server and that stuff. But like I think this kind of normal HTML will work based on the build that we are having. But like it will not be updated. Yeah, so I need to run that always to keep it updated. And here, if we go with Marcos, refresh and check, we have that stuff, and we still have this kind of inconstant space. So here the space is directly after, there is almost no space, but like here we have some space. How did we add that? We didn't add MB0 here. Did we add? Let me check. The MB0 It's in the profile, replace. Okay, this is it. And then we have user stat, tools, container. We have the flex column and deflex flex column, which is should be inside. No, we need the one that we are having here. Okay, JavaScript profile editable replace. So this is the wall profile, and inside it we have the column area here, which is what we are changing. It's like something is being added. Yeah, here. So as you can see here, we have extra space. I think is it similar to this one? Yeah, it's similar, but like, why we have the extra space? Is it because of like, oh, the button didn't add any space here. If we remove it, we'll have the extra space. I think there is a conflict we have somewhere with the code that we are having because like, I think even if we don't add the view on open source all, we will have that issue in normal profiles. Yeah, we still have that issue, which is like, I think there is a conflict between the naming and the stuff that we are having in. Yeah, it's a conflict in the stuff that we are having in the class names and the stuff that we are using. I think it's mostly because of I remember that we have checked that before, something related to utils. Mm, the name of it, Tailwind utils, something. For utils. And then we have the CSS pop-up. Yeah, Tailwind utilities component is, if we remove all of this stuff and refresh, we see that's working because there is a conflict between the stuff that, let me check. Wait, it didn't work. Yeah, content script. And components. I don't think the component stuff will break this, but the utilities. Yeah, removing the utilities will resolve this kind of um, style shift and the broken layout. But like, I remember that we had a conversation about this stuff here. I don't remember this. Why? Utilities. Yeah, and Marcus were assigned to this, but like, You check that on July. Hmm. Yeah, I think like this is not related to the view and open source directly, but it's related to the utilities for this issue. And to solve that, we need to check the utilities. We need to remove that. Mm, the stuff that we are having, so we could resolve this issue. So it's not about the view and open source directly. Like, no, okay, so if we check the just like them MYMT, MB, like the margin, top down stuff like that, button, that will be the issue here. But like the other stuff, which is like inconstant space and the extra space that we are having somewhere, and the broken layout is related to utilities. I think I could go right now with the code that I have. Discard change for utilities. Okay. And here I need to discard this change as well. And here we have that for button. Okay. And here we added this kind of edge case. Let me check. Where is it? Mm, Firefly Explorer. No. Okay, get rid of this. Get this. The table area, I mean. And right now I could just like go commit my changes, which is like okay for this one. And here, let's go with one by one. Fix. Mm, just the margin to button but only. Then here, uh, feature. Show the GitHub CTAs. And yeah, the last thing that I could count for this to be done is to clean the code somehow. Not sure how I could be. Okay, so what can I do for this one is this. Here we have the button area and the edit profile. We don't need to call off all of them. And at the same time, I could just like format this because I know that something will be broken. GitHub profile user editable area selector. I think like even right now when I saw that we have larger selector for the full profile and stuff that I hear, we could just use that, but like we don't need to use that till it's broken in the future. For the ESLint, while we are waiting, I think we don't need this one. Edit profile set. Edit profile button. Yeah, I removed that one. Okay. And here, profile user profile editable area selector. I could just Why we are having it there? And with that, if we are having it in constant, did we use that somewhere else? No. If we only use it here, why we have it there? Huh. It's only used once. Okay, I will remove that. Like we have the selectors here. Yeah, almost all selectors are used once. We didn't use the selector? We used this. No, it's not used. Okay, that's weird. Hmm. Okay. I was think I will stop a little bit and then we'll get back. So yeah, I will take a break, get some water and stuff like that. Hmm. Do we have any video for a break? Yeah, I will get back to. Hey, we are back. Okay, so to get back to what we are doing, we were just like almost done. I just need to go a little bit and yeah. So here, I'm just like going to check constant. I think we don't need them to be honest. I because we are using them once, just like one time, and since it's being used one time, not sure. Wait, just let me check. Mm, yeah. So not sure if we will be using them again to have them as constants because like even if we are having them, we get back to this one here and we just check that. So hmm, I'm not sure why we have this kind of pattern here. Like even this one, which is the bio, it's removed but no one used it, so we just like remove that. And here we have the bio, the editable area. Okay, sure, you update the constant phi this one, it save it, have this one here. Yeah, so we remove this one and we updated this one with this one. Okay, we comment that, but like I still personally feel we don't. Why I'm having it as a tree? Show reading taking space, no. Toggle collapse and change, no. How can I reveal it in Explorer view? No. Where does it? Where is this file? Okay, whatever. Close. Yeah, this is it. We close the others. Save this one. Save. It's broken, so something else is broken. Wait. Write it. Hopefully, I will not like break anything. Invite. Pop. So close others. Yeah, here we have the constant file here. We have the table area. And we are using it. Oh, just one time. I will remove it. We'll check that in the code review. Wait, before removing it, I need this. Yeah, we need to remove this one. Edit profile selector. We didn't use this as well. So we can remove view on open source button. Here it's creating the view of an open source button. Here we are checking the edit profile button selector. Edit profile button. Okay. We even edit profile button itself. Yeah, I think this. And here, if we have the edit profile, it will be adding it here. Otherwise, it will be check the button area. Call to action. Buttons area. Here we have the call to action buttons area. And it will check the stuff that we are having. Different style that we could use instead of this one is okay. Okay, I will not just is the other one that I already found, which is like covering all of this area, and it's called GC profile editor face. And after having that, we could just like go inside it to find the flex column. And then we add this stuff at the beginning of the flex column, which is like almost similar Yeah, we'll have that. Then we'll have query selector again. Uh, yeah, it will be similar to this one. But like, wait. I think I could do that on my own profile as well. Let me check. GitHub. Right now, I'm just like optimizing code and over engineering it for some reasons. And then we need to go with it till we have this area. Then, no, this will, okay, like the style that we are having right now is better for checking the edge cases that we are having. Otherwise, it will just like get back to the same old issue. Here, if we have the profile, we just go to the profile. If not, we will find the action area and we'll add stuff there. And yeah, okay. What did we do here? Highlights. What did we do with this one? And constant here. We remove this. Let me check. What did I do? And then. Short renaming and removing extra code. Okay, so here, like by doing this, I just finished almost this issue, but like this issue has like two situations or two cases. One of them is like the button itself, which is like have inconsistent spacing, and the other has the issue of like the conflict between the layout in this and in the extension itself and GitHub. So what I did right now is just like solving the inconsistent space with button with margin bottom and stuff like that. But we still need to have other stuff done for the uh, layout conflict that we are having. So we just like go. I'll publish this one first. I will publish it on my own account. Go here and just like write a comment. Tell them like the people what we are having here and what's done here for that. I will just like go. I have solved the button spacing. What is the name of the UX? Is the UX bug UX? Yeah. Our side, yet we still have the conflict that's happening in to impact this. If we solve that, let's see for the bottom. Okay, so I'm just like what I have done and the situation that I have reached out so they could understand what I'm doing. And after that, what I could do is just like write or open a pull request. Yeah, here. Okay. Here are the pull request that I'm going to open, which is like fixed view and open source. I think, yeah. SPR add edge case for view an open source that checking user profile, and at the same time fixes in content in in content, no, inconsistent space that we had. And yeah, okay. Then we could go and write just bug fix, style, and sure at the same time. Then here we need to create clauses, view, open source location, clauses, view, and open source inconstant space. Right now we are having like the same bottom on top of that. And I could explain here the situation that my okay. So here then we could add just like images that we are having, and this will help the people to understand what we have done and what we did. For me, I prefer to go with table at this situation. Why? Because column, three columns, and let's go with 5 rows right now. Case, because like I will show the case and I will show the images that we are having before and after. So here, personal profile, and I should have taken some pictures for the before and after. Here right now, I'm just like going to go with what I have done. GitHub, my profile. I am opening it somewhere. So here we have the after, which is this one. Dun, 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 dun. Where is that? Okay, here. Here's the after. Here is other people profile. We have that other people profiles. Where is it? Here we have others profile without sponsorship. Then we could have others file with sponsorship. And we could go to end bug because others profile without bio. And here personal profile, we have extra thing which is like it should be personal profile with bio without bio. And 0 jump. Here I have the bio, here I have the view on open source, here I remove that, I save it, I refresh, to have my value somewhere else because I don't want to think about it again. Here, 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 here. Yeah, so let me check. Person profile with bio. Why we have this kind of spaces here? Let me check again. We need to have remove this one, remove this one. Okay, person profile without bio, with bio, without sponsorship, with sponsorship. Okay, so right now we have a constant place for this, but like again, we just have the broken area here that we need to fix. And we did a screenshot right now, but like this is based on our extension, which is like the one in dev. And we need to go and check the one without in the production so we could run it. Here is the one in production right now, it's working. And what I need to do is to do this the same situation again and take screenshots. Here, the one without video. Without video. Here we add the video. I and we refresh. Without video, here with video. And then we need to go to others profile. Without bio here. And we need to go with the profile with sponsorship. Which is here. And then we need to go with the profiles without. Yeah. Wait, I don't think that's like okay compared to what we had before. Let's see. I have broken something. Yeah, so this here, this here. Yeah, so compared to the before, the after is like more suitable for what we are having right now. Mm, yeah, I don't think like even this kind of space that we are having on top of this one, which is like I still don't like, is a big issue compared to what we are having right now here with the stuff that we are going to do. So yeah, here removing this one. Okay, I think that looks good right now. Edit test, no. And then do we need to have any extra stuff? No. Let's add a GIF that we are having here. I'm using this kind of GIF extension. I need to make my own GIFs, to be honest. What we could write. Oh, Pikachu is good. Conan could be good as well. Conan Doyle, is it that? No, that's Arthur Doyle. It's called Conan. There's this kind of like anime that we used to watch. Arabic. It's case closed. That's the name in English. And that's interesting because like in Arabic, what's the name? Yeah, it's Detective Conan. Oh no, it was Detective Conan, like not case closed. We check if we have anything about it. Um, let's go with Pikachu. It's much cute. Are there any posts? No. And I think yeah, okay for writing this kind of like PRs and being explaining the situation what you are having and what you are doing right now is helpful for the people so that in the future they can use it, they can understand what you are doing, and they can understand the stuff that you are having. And here I need to add like a note. There is extra space between the profile image and the button that checks that could be fixed with bug UX change inside. Hmm. And here we have it. So I think right now I almost finished the stuff and did uh, to recap what we did today, which is like went almost for 2 hours. As I was expecting 1 hour. That at the beginning I just like talked about the open source. Let me just remove this one. So what we did today, it was just like talked about like the open source and how to find a project. Then not like that directly, but like the project that you are going to use right now, which is open source. And then I went through fixing the issue that we are having, which is like one of the 22 issues that we are having here. And then after that, we just like opened a PR and submitted it. So we will have a review. I hope that we will get a review hopefully soon. And when we get the review, I'll just like read that. I have like another like live stream, which is like I'm hoping to have this live stream daily at almost 5 p.m. GMT plus 3 or something at around that time, and then we could see how stuff we could do that stuff together. So yeah, thank you for watching us today, and hopefully we see you in a future episode or tomorrow.